Hello everyone, my name is Priyanka Singh. My qualification is MSc B.Ed and CSIR NET. My today's topic is test cross. What is test cross? We all have heard of Mendel's laws of inheritance. What he did, he took two plant varieties of one character. He chose one character at one time, for example, height of the plant, and he took two varieties of that character. For example, at one time he took tall variety and dwarf variety and cross fertilized them. Then he found that F1 generation of all the plants of F1 generation were tall plants. But what was the genotype of those plants? By looking at the plants, we can tell phenotype. Phenotypes means appearance, but we cannot tell about their genotype. Genotypes means alleles. Any gene have more than two alleles. So what are those alleles? Are they homozygous or heterozygous? We cannot tell it by seeing the plant. For identifying the genotype of any plant which we obtain from crosses, we have to conduct test cross. By doing test cross, we can tell the genotype of the plant. So what is test cross? How we do that? Let's see. When F1 individuals obtained in a cross are used and crossed with one of two parents, underline it. F1 individuals are crossing with one of the two parents from which they were derived. Such a cross of F1 individuals with either of the two parents is known as back cross. For knowing test cross, first we are coming to back cross. What is back cross? Any individual or offspring or F1 generation, when it is crossed with their parents again, then it is called as back cross. Because we are going to the back to their parents. In such back crosses, when F1 is back crossed to the parent with dominant phenotype, no recessive individuals are obtained in the progeny. So, whenever we are taking F1 plants and we are crossing it with its parent varieties, so parent will always be two, male and female, but which parent will have dominant phenotype, and we back crossed F1 generation with dominant phenotype parent, then all the progeny we will obtain in next generation will have dominant phenotype. Let's see by this example. Here I am in first slide, half of slide, I am telling you that P1 means parent 1, P2 means parent 2, homozygous tall, 2 capital T homozygous tall and 2 small t dwarf. When we are crossing, we found F1 plants which are heterozygous. We can see this is heterozygous, but when we are doing the experiments in field, we cannot tell it heterozygous. We only see that plant is tall, but we cannot tell that it is heterozygous. When in the next half of slide, when I am taking heterozygous F1 variety and crossing it with dominant parent, see here both the alleles are capital or dominant, then we are obtaining the next generation, which is both the plant will be tall variety by phenotype. One is homozygous tall and the other is heterozygous tall, but phenotype will be tall, and this cross will be called as back cross because we are taking F1 generation to its parent and crossing it with one of the parents, so it is called as back cross. And please identify the result of this cross and keep it in mind that both the plants are tall. They are different in genotype. One is homozygous tall and one is heterozygous tall, but both are tall. But what will happen we conduct test cross. We are taking F1 generation, which is heterozygous, one allele is capital T, one is small t, and crossing it with recessive parent. Both the alleles are recessive or small letter, written in small letter. This is parent 2. And then we are seeing the next generation offspring, and we are finding that one plant is dominant and the other is recessive. It means 50% plant will be dominant or having tall character, and 50% will have recessive or they will show dwarf character. It means that ratio of dominant and recessive or tall and dwarf will be 1 and 1:1. So by doing test cross, we are finding that the next generation or offspring is having both the characters, dominant and recessive, and the ratio of both the characters is 1:1. We were not finding the same result in back cross. We were finding here that all the plants are tall, and this is called back cross because we are taking P1 or dominant parent. But in test cross we are taking recessive parent, and we are finding that the result is 1:1 in dominant and recessive ratio. So test crossing, when F1 individuals are crossed with the recessive parent, both phenotypes, tall and dwarf, appear in the progeny. While both these crosses are back crosses, we can call them back crosses. Both are back crosses because we are crossing it with their parents. But only the cross with the recessive parent is known as test cross. Why it is called test cross? It is called test cross because it is used to test whether an individual is homozygous. Homozygous is when both the alleles are same, either both the dominant are together or recessive are together. When both the we will find by using test cross either the plant is homozygous or heterozygous. Heterozygous means when we have one capital allele and one small allele, one dominant allele and one recessive allele. How we can find by using test cross that any individual is either homozygous or heterozygous? Let's see. In first half of the slide, I am showing that when we are using F1 individual as homozygous, you can see where F1 is written in first half of the slide. The F1 individual is homozygous, both the alleles are dominant. I am using it for example so you can understand how test cross shows the results. How by conducting the test cross we can know the genotype of F1 plant. So for example, both the alleles are dominant and we are crossing it with recessive allele. Then what we will find? What we will find in first generation, we will find that progeny or plants are all will be tall variety. So we can tell that F1 generation was homozygous. That's why we are having tall in next generation, tall plants. And when the F1 plant will be heterozygous and we will cross it with recessive parent, we will find tall and dwarf in 1:1 ratio. We will find both the characters, tall and dwarf, dominant and recessive, in 1:1 ratio. Then we can say the F1 plant we were using in our experiment was heterozygous. That's why we are having the plants which have both the dominant and recessive varieties in 1:1 ratio. So What is the benefits of doing test cross? We can determine the genotype of plant. Anyone can ask what is the benefit of test cross? We can tell the genotype of any plant by conducting test cross. So it's the importance, and it's very important uh, concept in the genetics. So this was my today's topic. I hope you have understand. If you don't understand or find anything confusing, you can comment in me in the comment box. So it's for the today's class. Thank you.